News 3 now at 5. Madison police officers are now one step closer to wearing body cameras. The Madison Common Council voted 16-4 after public comment and hours of debate late last night. The vote will equip officers in the city's North District with cameras later this summer. During that meeting, alders voiced concerns about the language in the resolution and whether the department is ready for those cameras. Some also questioned the cost of then expanding the program to all Madison Police Departments precincts, while others said those questions cannot be answered until the pilot program is launched. It should be noted the city's 2021 capital budget included $83,000 to cover the cost of the program, and that money has simply been carried over, so no additional funding is needed. Again, just for the pilot program, this will be officers on the city's north side will be the first to test them out. Jalen Banks caught up with some residents to see how they feel about the new cameras coming to their neighborhoods.
With body cams on the horizon for police officers on Madison's north side, one business owner believes it's a step in the right direction.
Right now, I'm cooking the gravy for the fufu.
Tunkar's business is located on the north side, and due to crime in recent years, it has bulletproof windows and 8 security cameras. And he believes the body cameras protect not just the people, but officers as well.
One step to right direction. We need to have trust between the public and the police officers. If that trust is not there, the security ain't gonna be there.
MPD plans on equipping the Northside District with 48 cameras by the end of the month. Reporting on Madison's north side, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
And happening tonight, we're just a few hours away from concerts on the square. It is the last concert of the season in downtown Madison, and that's where meteorologist Jacob Montesano is right now, and he has our first warn forecast. Jacob?
Yeah, temperatures for the most part are pretty good. They are a little bit warm, but thankfully it's not terribly humid despite being just a little bit muggy. Current temperatures mostly in the 80s with some areas hanging on to the upper 70s. Now looking at dew points, you know, they were worse last week, but they're about average right now. You know, 60s, some areas in the lower 70s. Here in Madison, though, the good thing is that the heat index very close to the actual temperatures. So for the most part, not too bad, and it's obviously going to get better throughout the evening as temperatures continue to fall. The other good news is that we are looking very clear on current radar, and we are going to remain dry throughout the evening with temperatures in the lower 80s to upper 70s. And then during the overnight hours, it's actually going to be fairly mild with low temperatures staying around the upper 60s. Some areas may even stay in the lower 70s. A lot of that has to do with the air being just a little bit more humid. Now, tomorrow is expected to be hotter, and we also have a chance of rain over the weekend. I'll have more details on both coming up a little bit later in the show.
All right, within the last few hours, a new challenge to Wisconsin's legislative maps could change how much power Republicans have at the Capitol. Liberal law groups are challenging the maps, which they say favor Republicans. It comes within a day since the state Supreme Court flipped to a liberal majority, and right now Republicans control roughly 2/3 of the legislative seats, even though Wisconsin is considered a 50-50 state. The petition argues the maps need to be more fair under the Wisconsin Constitution.
We are raising claims under provisions of the Wisconsin Constitution and just the Wisconsin Constitution that really have not been argued before.
The attorneys are asking the state Supreme Court to take this case directly, bypassing lower courts, and it's expected to be their best chance on the lawsuit now with the liberal majority bench. Madison police arrested a man at Elver Park late last night after he reportedly threatened others with a gun. One officer also reported hearing some gunfire. Officers were able to safely get others out of the park before finding that man. He was arrested after police say they found the suspected gun. No one was hurt. The investigation is ongoing as police continue to interview multiple people who were in the area. Today, Dane County reopened its Youth Justice and Prevention Facility, formerly known as the Neighborhood Intervention Program Building. That facility underwent a redesign to improve safety and security for staff and the youth and families they serve. The remodel allows the state health department to bring all the youth justice related services under one roof and provides group and game room spaces, hybrid Zoom conference rooms, and a more youth-friendly space. Youth and community artwork is also displayed in and out. A local artist designed and painted the facility's mural. The team chose a floral design to depict various stages of growth. State data shows COVID-19 levels are on the rise in Madison's wastewater. Our Catherine Merck spoke with the researchers in the state lab today and joins us in studio to explain what these trends mean. Catherine.
The state health dashboard shows the current average of the 3 most recent COVID measurements is moderate compared to the past 6 months of data. So here's what that actually looks like. This graph shows the past year of wastewater concentration in Madison. Those orange plus signs at the bottom right of your screen, that indicates a significant increase. While this kind of research is done to try to understand infections in the community, the lab researchers say there is still more to look at before making further conclusions about these recent findings.
In order for us to judge if this is something of concern, I would give us another week or two and see if these measurements stay higher and they continue growing, or would this come down?
Those two scientists I spoke with at the Wisconsin State Laboratory of Hygiene say that this method of testing wastewater will play a key role in the future of predicting COVID trends in the general population.
Ozempic and Mounjaro are popular drugs used to treat diabetes and weight loss, but a new lawsuit claims the medications cause very serious side effects. Lawyers allege the drug makers failed to warn patients the medications can cause gastroparesis. It's a serious condition that paralyzes the stomach, leading to persistent vomiting. They say they're investigating hundreds of complaints, but Wednesday filed the lawsuit on behalf of one person, a 44-year-old Louisiana woman with diabetes who has used both medications.
Her problems have been so severe that she's been to the emergency room multiple times, including last weekend. She's actually even thrown up so violently that she's lost teeth.
In a statement to CBS News, Novo Nordisk, the maker of Ozempic, said it was not aware of a lawsuit, but that symptoms of delayed gastric emptying, nausea, and vomiting are listed as side effects for the drug. The company recommends patients take these medications under the supervision of a healthcare professional. CBS News has also reached out to Eli Lilly, the maker of Mounjaro, but has not heard back. Security preparations are underway, and demonstrators are gathering outside a Washington courthouse where former President Trump is scheduled to be arraigned tomorrow. This latest indictment is related to his actions after losing the 2020 presidential election and also for his actions on January 6th. It lists 4 felony charges accusing Trump of spreading lies, knowing his claims were false, and along with 6 co-conspirators, organizing fake electors in 7 states where he lost. Special counsel Jack Smith has yet to charge or even name those 6 co-conspirators listed in the indictment.
Just a little push toward any of the 6 to say, okay, I didn't name you. Here's your chance. Come on down. You can cooperate with me.
Clues in the indictment suggest lawyers Rudy Giuliani, John Eastman, Sidney Powell, and former Justice Department official Jeffrey Clark could be those potential co-conspirators. All good things must come to an end. The final concerts on the square happening tonight, of course, in downtown Madison. Brady Mallory joins us now, and he has a preview. Brady?
I know, can you believe it? It feels like this just got started, but you know what, you're in luck. There is plenty of space to lay down your blanket and come out here. If you're still at work, just leave. Tell them Brady gave you permission, it'll be fine. Right? Well, maybe not. I am here right now with my twin. I see that you got the black t-shirt memo.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. You want to conduct tonight?
Oh, yeah, what could go wrong? I'll let you do that.
All
Maestro
right.
Andrew Sewell, thank you for visiting with me today.
It's great to be with you again.
The last event of the season, how are you feeling?
Well, it's both happy and sad. It's always a pleasure to be here and doing this. I'm very happy that the weather is cooperating.
Yeah.
And we've got a great program tonight called Journey Through Time. We've got a fabulous harp soloist from New York, Bridget Kibbe. She's performing the Rodrigo Concerto Aranjuez. And we've got music that will be accompanying the Madison Ballet, John Williams, film favorites, and we're kicking it off with Handel's fireworks music.
Something for everyone then.
There is something for everybody, yes.
Well, and we've been hearing the harpist practice a little bit. That's going to be absolutely beautiful.
Yes, yes. And, you know, people often ask me, how many rehearsals did you put together? We usually it's 2 rehearsals, Monday and Tuesday prior to the Wednesday. We're professional musicians. They know all their music.
Yeah.
It's as it should be, and they do a great job. So.
Well, and just a reminder, this event is 100% free. You can come down here, put your blanket down. What do you love about everyone getting together to celebrate wonderful music?
Well, I think that everyone comes down for different reasons. If you want to put a blanket down and have a nice meal with some drink, you can sit out in the quadrant and watch it on the screens. If you want to get up close and personal, you can hear it live, and the sound coverage is everywhere. So, and we've got seating for all types, from people that might have disabilities, need to sit in a proper chair that's on the street, all the way down to sitting at tables.
Yeah, and I was visiting with some people who said they have been coming here for 40 years.
40 years, I know. I've met a few of those too, and it has been amazing to think that Pleasant Roland had the vision to think about this and that it's carried on, and we get 40,000 people here on a good night, and looks like it's going to be one of those.
Yeah, and we want to keep this going, of course, so the 40 for 40 campaign, people can still donate to that, and we can have a robust next year then.
Absolutely, and we appreciate everything that WISC does for us, 3,000, and keep the film going and the money coming in. We appreciate it. It costs $180,000 per night, so just over $1 million to put this whole series on, and it's all from donated funds.
Yeah. Well, of course, this season, you know, we've had a few little weather issues at the beginning, but here we are at the end, a perfect night. Does it just make it all worth it?
It certainly does, and you know, 6 weeks goes by in a flash. So we're excited, and again, appreciate the support. So.
Yeah, and so yes, people can still come down here and get their food, their drinks, blanket space.
That's right, and they've even got a Maestro Mule and a blanket beer, so you know, you can try those as well as children's area and a children's place where kids can have fun, as well as other vendors of really great food.
And we're all ready for a journey through time then.
We are, yeah. We'll see you soon.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So nice to visit with you.
Thank you, Brady.
All right, Eric, we'll be back here at 6. Back to you in the studio.
All right, yeah, you guys look great, well coordinated. Again, tonight's concert series, A Journey Through Time, featuring works from John Williams, Alexandra Desplat, and guest soloist Bridget Kibbe will be on the harp. You can find more information at channel3000.com. Next at 5, we'll head back to the Capitol Square and get Jacob's latest complete forecast. Plus, some homeowners are saving up to 70% on their heating and cooling costs after spending upfront on a new investment. Find out how after the break. And later, the Wisconsin State Fair begins tomorrow. How crews are making sure you're safe on all the rides there. That story next hour on News 3 Now at 6. And a rough day on Wall Street. The Dow falling more than 348 points. NASDAQ tumbles 310.5. S&P off a little more than 63. And we'll be right back.
At Gruber Law Offices, you pay us nothing until we win your case. It costs you nothing up front to get the results and compensation you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhafels. The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with a one-of-a-kind cooling technology that feels up to 10 degrees cooler, allowing for a better night's sleep. Right now, save $500 on the Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress. Queen Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses are just $74 per month when using Steinhafels 72-month financing. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Steinhafels is your sleep solution destination.
You got me.
Tag, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Hi, my name is Mitch Cromody of A&F Farms, and this is my John Deere. I would say what stands out for me for Sloan Implement is customer service, showing that they care and always being there when you need something. They'll get on it as fast as they can. We went over there and met Ryan to look at a sprayer, and ever since then we bought a ton of implements and tractors and stuff from him, and you always felt safe buying something from them. So if we had our choice, it'd always be Sloan's, because it's just been wonderful to work with, and that's why I think Sloan's first.
What do we always say, son? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
They only pay for what you need.
That's my boy.
Stay off the freeways.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
No two accidents are the same, so don't let the insurance company treat you just like another number. Call Gruber Law Offices today. We'll give you the attention you need. We've helped tens of thousands of people get the money they deserve. One call, that's all.
Coming up on News 3 Now, a lawsuit could fundamentally transform Wisconsin politics. We'll break down the legal action taken on gerrymandering, what it could mean for state policies, and how you vote tonight at 6.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather. Trust the experience of Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti and the First Warn Weather team to help you plan your day and alert you whenever and wherever you need it. First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Well, welcome back. Along with the joys of summer comes a painful truth. People who suffer from migraines may find themselves suffering a little bit more during these warmer months. Health officials say 3 major factors can impact or cause migraines: extreme temperature, moisture, and pressure. Migraine treatments include dietary adjustments as well as medication and Botox. Without them, some patients may find the symptoms debilitating.
Our sinuses are interlinked with our brains, and think about the sinuses as, vacuums of air. Anytime you disrupt that vacuum, you create a, unequal or disequilibrium in pressure, it can trigger these migraines for a lot of patients.
And the doctor adds as many as 20% of women get migraines and up to 8% of men. Right now, millions of Americans are under heat alerts across 10 states as a massive wildfire rages along the California-Nevada border. The York wildfire has now burned more than 82,000 acres and damaged dozens of the iconic Joshua trees out there. And in Texas, the fast-moving flames of the Powder Keg Pine Fire forcing many from their homes. The state is also dealing with extreme heat, which has killed at least 7 people in the Houston area. Blistering temperatures aren't just proving to be deadly to humans, it's also killing honeybees with an historic heat wave melting hives in Arizona.
So it collapses, and oftentimes the queen can be crushed. And if that happens, then there's no other bee there that can replace her. There's no other bees that can lay eggs, so the colony would just die.
Record temperatures are also buckling pavement out in Oklahoma. Millions of Americans have installed solar panels, of course, for a clean source of energy with a lower monthly bill. Astrid Martinez shows us how others are turning to a new way to heal and cool their homes.
The next step in eco-friendly energy could look like this. The long pipes being drilled into the ground will help heat and cool this home using geothermal energy. The process takes advantage of temperatures underground, which tend to stay around 55 degrees year-round. In the winter, fluid is sent through the warm ground, then enters a pump that heats it even more and distributes hot air into the house.
The goal is to take advantage of the fact that the soil has a lot of heat capacity, a lot of availability of heat.
In the summer, the system is reversed. Hot air is pulled out of the home and sent through the ground to cool. Residential geothermal makes up just 1% of the U.S. heating and cooling market, but now there are new incentives.
There's an amazing policy landscape helping homeowners afford this technology.
Kathy Hanoun is the co-founder of the company Geothermal Dandelion and says, like solar, the government is offering tax breaks.
On the federal level, we have the investment tax credit where the federal government just pays for 30% of the system.
That would mean a homeowner buying a $30,000 system would pay $21,000, and many states have their own tax credits, which can bring the price down even more.
Nobody else, none of our neighbors or friends have done this, so they're all looking up to us to see how the performance is going to be.
Homeowners using geothermal energy can save anywhere from 30 to 70% on heating and cooling costs, depending on where they live. People in places with cold winters and hot summers see the largest benefit. Astrid Martinez, CBS News, New York.
America's ban on incandescent light bulbs has been 16 years in the making, but now it's a reality for the most part. The rule requires that light bulbs emit a minimum of 45 lumens of light per watt. Common incandescent bulbs provide just 15 lumens per watt. The rule is meant to increase overall energy efficiency, save consumers money on their bills, and also cut planet-warming carbon emissions. This Friday, the National Park Service is waiving entrance fees at all of its sites. This is in celebration of the 3rd anniversary of the Great American Outdoors Act. The service said the act is making a big difference in the protection and enjoyment of national parks and other public lands. The fee waiver on Friday only applies to the cost of entry, doesn't apply to fees for camping. Visitors who plan to be in a park after Friday have to pay the regular entrance fee for the remainder of their stay. The Park Service also offering fee-free days this year, September 23rd. That's for National Public Lands Day, and also on November 11th for Veterans Day. We're going to go back down to Jacob now on the square with a complete look at our forecast.
Thanks, Aaron. If we look at the three things you need to know, it is going to be a bit humid, both for today, but especially tomorrow. And now, in general, we're going to be warm until the end of the week, but we're not going to be as humid for Friday and Saturday. A good chance of rain, especially storms for Sunday, with a slight chance on Saturday. Now, looking at the forecast for tonight, we are going to see some pretty mild lows, with lows in the upper 60s. Some areas may even hold on to the 70s, and that has to do a lot with the humidity. Tomorrow, it is going to be pretty warm with highs in the upper 80s. Some areas may get into the 90s, but the heat index values will likely be into the lower, possibly even middle 90s. Now, they're not going to be as bad as they were last week, but still pretty warm for your Thursday. But Thursday will be the warmest day, at least for the foreseeable future, possibly for a while, because if we look at Friday, it's going to be a bit cooler, still a little bit warm, but highs will be in the mid 80s. And then beyond that, temperatures are looking a lot more comfortable. Now, as far as the threat of rain goes, we're not really expected to see a whole lot for the next couple of days. There's a chance, excuse me, for tomorrow we're going to be dry with a few clouds rolling in. Friday, once again, dry, maybe a few clouds rolling in. We could see some rain to the south of our area tomorrow, but much of our area will be dry. A chance of some storms on Saturday, but the best chance of storms will come on Sunday. Likely going to enter our area early Sunday morning, late Saturday, and possibly spread across our area and continue to produce rainfall for quite some time in our area. So there is a good amount of rainfall possible with this system, as it will kind of continue across our area for Monday. So again, still in a drought, and we're still going to see some much needed rainfall as we head into Sunday. For the most part, Sunday does look to be pretty rainy, especially Sunday into early Monday. And as far as the precipitation forecast goes, although this is still subject to change, we are expected to see possibly a good amount of rain from this system, possibly over an inch, maybe even approaching 2 inches for some of those areas that see moderate to heavy rainfall for several hours consecutively. So just prepare for the rainfall, again, late Saturday through early Monday, with the heaviest probably occurring Sunday evening into the later evening hours for your Sunday. So that's when the most rain will come. But as far as temperatures, the rain is going to cool things off a bit, but you know, even these next couple days aren't going to be too bad with temperatures. But next week, it does look like we are going to see actually below average temperatures, and that is evident on the 10-day forecast, as we will see high temperatures right around 80 degrees for a lot of next week. And some days, especially Sunday, we'll see high temperatures in the upper 70s. So if you don't like the warm weather that we're seeing the next couple days, it is going to be a lot better. And for the most part, it doesn't look like we're seeing any kind of heat wave in the foreseeable future. And we're starting to get to the time of year where heat waves are going to become less and less common, because we are into August. By the end of August, you know, we could still see some heat waves, but at least for the first couple of weeks in August, it does look like we're going to see near average temperatures. So definitely enjoy the weather next week. And if you want to go to Concert on the Square, the temperatures aren't too bad right now.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Next at 5, America's credit rating downgraded, but what does it really mean for the rest of us? Well, we'll have that story and more next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs, and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
My favorite thing about the Power Swabs is that I was actually able to take the swab and really get through some of those areas that are kind of like untreated. I felt like I can immediately see the results, and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely starting to see the shades getting brighter and brighter, or whiter and whiter.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution.
Well, they're whiter, they're brighter, and I feel better about my smile. And it was so easy to do.
One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it? And I was like, I did. I did Power Swabs.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Order Power Swabs and receive up to 50% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 50% off and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Everywhere you go, it seems like folks are struggling with joint pain and old injuries and arthritis. Here, let me help you with that.
Help with pain is on the way. QC Kinetics uses regenerative therapies, natural biologics, and concentrates them directly at the pain in your hips, knees, shoulder, or back, helping restore your quality of life.
This guy's not going to show up at your tailgate party and lend a hand. You might want to go ahead and call QC Kinetics and tell them Emmett sent you.
Mark, a little help here?
Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest for 1 year. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A steady deterioration in standards of governance. That's what Fitch Ratings is citing as the leading catalyst for downgrading America's credit rating. For market watchers, the decision is unsettling and controversial, but what does it mean for you? Mike Valerio breaks it all down.
Historically, the U.S. has always been able to pay its bills.
The U.S. has been among the safest credit risks in the world.
But credit rating agency Fitch is worried the nation's political climate could make it a riskier bet, subsequently downgrading the U.S. debt rating from AAA to AA+ on Tuesday. The U.S. has only endured a downgrade once before, back in 2011, when a debt ceiling standoff similar to the one from earlier this summer brought the country to the brink of default. But Fitch believes political polarization and uncertainty is on the rise and eroding confidence.
What's going to happen with Social Security? What's going to happen with Medicare? What's going to happen with the national debt? There are also some purely economic angles, like the recession that everybody's been talking about for a couple of years that hasn't arrived yet.
But that recession may never come. Bank of America abandoning its recession forecast Wednesday as attitudes are brightening amid a strong jobs market and cooling inflation.
All of a sudden, a lot of people are saying, maybe the Fed can pull this off and bring inflation down without causing a recession.
While the move by Fitch could lead to a tightening of credit, Bankrate's Ted Rossman says it's unlikely consumers will feel the pinch.
There are some things people are worried about, but I don't think this downgrade, at least in the near term, affects everyday people in a significant way.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Some economists disagree with the move, including Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen saying that Fitch's decision is based on outdated data. And we're back. Final check of your First Warn forecast after a short break.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Here's your parachute.
Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
Save 11% on Menards' unbeatable selection of Atlas roofing products. Castlebrook, Briarwood, and Pinnacle shingles feature a limited lifetime warranty, up to 130-mile-per-hour wind warranty, and a super wide design for fast installation. Choose from our wide variety of in-stock options. Ready to take home today. Atlas shingles are made to protect and designed to impress. Save 11% on all Atlas shingles right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Kids will be back in school before we know it, and we want to make sure they're ready.
That's why Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County and News 3 Now are collecting school supplies for area students.
Monday, August 7th, please help us stuff the bus.
We'll be right here at Metcalf's Market behind Westtown Mall. Just look for the school bus.
Visit channel3000.com for details and then stop by August 7th to help us stuff the bus.
Sponsored by Midwest Financial Group, Lamer's Bus Lines, and Metcalf's Market.
I've probably said one call, that's all, about 1 million times. I started using that line 20 years ago to make it easy for people to remember that we are here to help.
You, a friend or family member.
Now when I'm at a restaurant, at sporting events, festivals, or a fundraiser, people say those words back to me.
One call, that's all.
When that happens, I feel a lot of gratitude. Because for me, that slogan has become a way to connect with people. It makes me feel part of something much bigger and more important than just a law firm. It reminds me that I'm part of a community filled with kind people who care about each other. Being part of that here in Wisconsin is what I'm most proud of. So thank you for trusting Gruber Law Offices, and thank you for being our community.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
There's a live view from the WISC-TV Skycam. Partly sunny skies here. A little more cloud cover over southwestern Wisconsin. That's held temperatures down a bit there. But high-resolution radar, not seeing any rain across southern Wisconsin for concerts on the square. Temperatures right now, upper 70s over southwestern Wisconsin, lower 80s elsewhere.
The CBS Evening News is coming your way next. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6.